Hey everyone, it's Robert from East Coast Sawing and Design. Today we're going to be doing part 3 of sawing up some firewood into usable stock. I've gotten 3 pieces of sugar maple here. These were cut down for firewood a little over a year and a half, 2 years ago. They're all about 12 inches long, I want to say. 16 inches long. So they're not quite, they're a bit short for firewood we typically cut here. We typically cut our firewood 20 inches long, which is what everything else I've shown has been. I've already gone through and prepped them for sawing. I've got 2 square edges using both the jointer and the bandsaw in combination so that I'm not having to use one or the other exclusively. I've got the blade currently set to 1 1/8 off my fence because I want to cut up charcuterie or 1-inch stock. So it'll start out as 1-inch rough stock, and by the time it's planed and finished down, I'll end up somewhere between 3/4 and 7/8. Again, using a 3/4 3 TPI hook tooth pattern blade on a homemade 14-inch bandsaw. So here we go. So you can see, guys, pretty quick and easy to turn logs into charcuterie or 1-inch stock. Some of this maple here won't be going into charcuterie stock. It'll actually be going into some very small projects. Boards this kind of thickness and length, you can run them through the planer. You can resaw them if you wanted to make panels for a jewelry box, where these are just a hair over 1 inch. They're actually 1.25 inches. We can resaw this down again further on the bandsaw after it's acclimated and dried out a bit, and take it from 1.25 inches down to 5/8, between 9/16 and 5/8, split it right in half, and then we can run it through the planer, run that sawn surface through the planer, and we'll end up with 1/2 inch thick stock. And you can actually, so on this particular piece, this clean face here is on average 2.25 to the bark edge. So we could resaw this and clean it up, and you'll end up with 2 pieces 1/2 inch thick, and then you can book match them to form a panel about 4 to 4.5 inches wide. Right now, so this would be book matching these pieces as they came off the bandsaw. So all book matching means is you line up 2 faces side by side. So some of the scraps, I kept one of the scrap ends, and what I'll use that for is to turn it into sticker blocks. So all these, everything sawn in the last 3 videos, this video and the last 2, will be stacked here in the shop. And when you want to stack wood for drying, you don't want to have your mating faces touching each other. Oops. You don't want to stack like this because it'll never dry out. So what you do is you put what's called a sticker board, common sawmilling term. So you stack it and you have like a 1/2 inch thick board, and that promotes airflow between your boards so they don't develop mold, mildew, or anything like that. So I'm just using the maple scraps from this sawing session, plus I had sawn up some other scraps. So I'll show that in another video, as well as stacking all the wood. Thanks for watching.